everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you. This week the weather's been very hot. Hope you guys are staying hydrated and staying cool. Jumping right into the housing and economy market. Our focus will be on the housing economy today, but I just want to touch on a few things as the unemployment rates have dropped, and I believe this could be due to the reopening of our state. But now that we are into the second shutdown, let's see how the unemployment rates will fluctuate. But as far as the unemployment claims that have been filed with the EDD, nearly 2 million unemployed workers have yet to be paid. So with that, and I know we covered on the EIDL, the SBA Economic Injury Loan, most of the Americans have not received this grant money up to $10,000, and instead a lot of us received the $1,000 employee benefit, employee payments. So there's been a lot of talks going back and forth too. And as far as I know, up to $10,000, the grant money is a forgivable money. It's not a loan. If you have applied for a loan through EIDL up to however amount that the SBA honored there, and that has an interest rate of the loan, it is not forgivable. It is not forgivable, is what I'm understanding as. So, we will continue to stay connected and see how the SBA, under the CARES Act of the Pandemic Unemployment Insurance, the PPP, the EIDL, we'll see how all that will move forward. Okay, so moving right along to the housing, and one more thing. So about the $600 weekly federal jobless benefit under through the CARES Act. Remember how that's going to actually expire this week. However, it has been reported that we'll continue to be eligible for the base unemployment benefit, and that's $400 per week. About the $600 a week, nothing has been really come up as of today. We have a new stimulus package bill that will save that, but as of now, that is set to expire this Saturday. Housing has bounced back from May to June, and could it be that it is possible, most likely, that the reopening of the state at that time has really allowed the buyers to come back up to buy and to put an offer in homes that they were holding off. And also the pent-up demand with the mortgage interest rate being low and all has really allowed the market to move in the real estate market. Now, surprisingly, the housing market is still going strong. So the housing market bounced back up from May to June about 6%, but that's only 2% from last year, so it's still significantly high in California. But we gotta remember, what we really need to know is knowing our local markets. And in my next video, I will be going over some of the cities in my surrounding area that we will go over and see how much the homes are worth, how much they're being sold for, and how much just what the market activity is. So please stay tuned. Sales have bounced back up. It could be due to what we've talked about earlier, is the lockdown restrictions have loosened. So right now, to have this data as a permanent status update this month, so we still have to see how the market will forecast. So the median price in the whole state of California, housing price, has determined to be 620 something thousand per record, and LA metro area is at 553,000 being the median price, and Orange is 870,000. Now you gotta remember, county by county, it's just such a wide range of variables. There's just too many variables in the value of the homes. So we are going to zoom into our local markets in my next video. Even as we kick off to a third quarter this year, the rising cases of the coronavirus remains as a concern and may hinder the market recovery in the second year. In the state of California, we have 3 regions, Bay Area, Central Valley area, and here in Southern California and all the regions Housing sales have significantly declined, but the most targeted is the Southern California. So with the inventory is tightening, the most important things for buyers and sellers to keep in mind is to know your local market. And that's because local markets can vary from place to place. Inventory is so tight that we really have to look into other, we kind of have to stretch out to other areas outside of the urban areas, possibly to suburban and rural areas if your job doesn't require you to do much driving, because with a lot of workers are now working remotely from home. This has given them an opportunity to look for homes in areas that are outside of their radius of where they're at. So the prospective homeowners, home buyers are able to widen their search a little bit. And just also to let you guys know, the loan market has changed, where the loan applications have gone up due to another drop in the interest rate. But right now, loans are taking a little bit longer than they usually do. And this is because some parts of the home loan markets are not operating at a full capacity. And that is because, of course, the pandemic has impacted them. Furthermore, the traditional banks, like the credit unions, they're more focusing on the PPP loans that their clients have filed with the banks. Please check with your current bank, because when pandemic started, I think a lot of homeowners have contacted their banks and put a forbearance onto their loan. Just to add on that, the current interest rate, the 15-year loan has gone down to like 2.5%. and a 30-year loan to 2.8, 2.7%. Wow, that is still incredible. So the last topic today will be about property taxes. About the property taxes, Governor Newsom has provided us a property tax payment relief back in May to avoid any late charges or penalty charges if we are not able to make our property tax payment by our tax due date, which is by November 1st, no later than December 10th is our last delinquent date for you to pay your taxes. So that could be a good news. He has extended to waive the penalties until next year, 2021 in May. I believe it's May 6th. Here's the thing, if you have an impound account, what that means is if your lender is paying the property taxes from the mortgage payment that you pay to the lender in that reserved impound account, then that does not apply. The lenders will continue to make payments. Homeowners whose lenders have established impound account, which means if you are making payments in addition to, if you are making your mortgage payment along with the property tax payments partially to your lender, and if your lender pays the property taxes through your established impound account under your mortgage account, you won't be able to apply for a waiver since the lender is making the property tax payments for you. Waivers doesn't apply to homeowners who have an impound account and you cannot pay, then I'm sorry, I think this is really unclear to me too. So please find ways to make your property tax payment by November 1st or no later than December 10th if you can. However, small businesses, owners that have a small business, have a waiver for their property tax payments of their home. So please look into it with your local county tax collector's office.